Hey guys, want to do a quick little video on how I clean my rolling stock. I don't do anything fancy. I do my engines one way and I do my rolling stock another way. I've seen a couple of videos. There's all different ways of doing it. I try to make this video as quick as I can. I don't make too many videos. Let me get this right here. Okay. A lot of times, you know, you get dust on them. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but getting dust on them, I just use a little brush. I'm sure a lot of you guys do this, but the way I do it, the first thing I do is I get my brush off the whatever I'm cleaning. The dust, I'm sorry. I get the dust off. I use a little, well, I'll do this first. And said I know I've seen a lot of guys use brushes. That's the best way to do it. I don't get a lot of dust, but I try to do it a couple times a year. I kind of already went through most of this one, but you can use a different size brush, just cheap dollar brush, dollar store, Walmart, wherever you want to get it. What I like to use is a wet dry, some kind of wax, and I use two different wags. I forgot what they're called, but one of them's a stiffer rag, kind of dry it with. The reason I do that, this one you can see it's kind of got hairs on it. What it does, it catches areas around, especially on engines, not so much on rolling stock, but on my engines it catches. This one has a tendency not to catch so much. But what I do, you can spray it on a rag, you can spray it on a boxcar. I just kind of put a little coat on it. And I like to do the top first. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know. I just kind of wipe it off. Just a wax, just like you wax in a car, sort of. Then I do the sides. See, this rag doesn't catch so much around the... You got to be careful around the doors, it'll catch a little bit. I just like to spray it on. Kind of like wipe on, wipe off. You can do it that way, you can do it the way I'm doing it. See, I like to use this rag because it doesn't catch around the doors. And then when you do the engines, it wants to catch around the engines, around the horns, bells, smokestacks, whatever. You see how shiny that comes out. It almost leaves a wet, some of you guys might not like that, it almost leaves a wet look to it. I don't think I missed too much. Kind of going a little quicker, I'm a little bit more detailed. I'm just trying not to make an hour long video. Yeah, hopefully you can see the difference in them. You know, you can get underneath them. Dust really ain't gonna get underneath it, but I try to keep my stuff up, you know. I also use this stuff on the buildings. You can't really see some of my buildings, but I've used it on my engine shed, you know, on the roofs, the sides, what have you. But that's pretty much all there is to it. And it's FA unit. This don't have a lot of detail to it. As far as, not detail, but as far as not catching, the stuff that's not catching. Yep. Just wag. You know, it will catch them on the horn, so you have to be a little careful on that. I don't like to spray these so much because the electric that's in it, any of my diesels. So what I usually do, just take a rag and spray me some on it. Just soak the rag down with the wax. Try to show you before and after if I can. See, it kind of brings the color out too. But what it does for me is, once I do it, let me write this down. I only do this a couple times a year. So a lot of times what it does for me is, most of the time I can just sweep. I call it sweeping. Brush it off with a paintbrush, and it just knocks the dust right off. Most of my stuff I keep on shelves or in boxes, so it doesn't get a lot of dust on it. I could be a little bit more detailed here, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea. I'm sure you guys probably do something similar. For somebody that's maybe starting out in a hobby or something, wondering how to clean it. There's all different ways of doing it. You know, freight trains are supposed to be dirty, but I don't care mine. I don't care for mine to be too dirty. You don't see too many clean ones on the railroad tracks. So you can get around the horns and stuff where this other one wants to catch. Get around and you be a little bit more detailed. It doesn't take a long time to do it. Sometimes you might have to put a little bit more on your rag and do it. Hopefully you guys can see the difference before and after, I hope. I mean, I keep my stuff pretty clean so it doesn't get real dirty to begin with. Flat car you can do the same way. It doesn't matter. Let me grab another boxcar here. And a lot of times what I'll do when I'm doing this is not only will I clean them up as far as keeping them shiny, I'll get a little oil and put on my trucks and wheels. Just doing that maintenance. You have to keep the stuff up. If you don't keep it up, it's going to give you problems. And like I said, you can do it on your buildings also, especially a lot of flat buildings, or, you know, square, what have you. Then all you got to do is brush them off. Now see this one, I just put some on the rag. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. See, these don't really take a lot. I just wanted to post something out there. Dale had a good video. I think it's Dale's Trains. He used some other stuff that was really brought the color out in some. I think he had some post-war stuff, I'm not sure. He made a good video of how to clean them. There's all different ways of doing it. Like I said, you guys have been doing this a lot longer than I have, but I found this is the best way for me to take care of my stuff, and I'm happy with the result. I keep my rolling stock clean, my engines clean. Let me see if I can grab a clean chassis when I got through running it oil. You guys can see the difference. Get it back. It's got a little glare to it, a little shine to it. And a lot of my dust builds uphill. I'll leave it on the tracks, or a lot of it builds up on top. So I'll just take a brush. I've already waxed this one, but I'll just take a brush and, you know, sweep off the top, sweep the steps off. Once I wax them, said you only have to do it about once a year. That's what I do, maybe twice a year, but probably about once a year. And that might be overkill, but I like to keep it clean. I clean my buildings that way, my tanks, fuel tanks, about everything in my layout that I could clean, I would clean with it. About any kind of wax, just McGuire's here, but any kind of wax you want to use. But I wanted to throw you a little how I clean my locomotives. I'm getting this U25B. These are really easy to clean. I see there's not a lot of details what I say on it as far as some of my other stuff. But I mean, you guys can really see, and it don't leave no fingerprint. When I touch them, I mean, I've never seen them. I might have seen in the camera, but you don't really see no fingerprints on them. But I hope this helps you get some guys out there, maybe starting in a hobby, wondering how to clean the rolling stock and the engines. And like I said, there's different ways of doing it. This is what works for me. Maybe it'll help somebody out and make it a little easier on them, or keep that stuff shining. All right, thanks guys, appreciate you watching. Keep them trains running. You know, there's nothing like a busy railroad. Thanks guys.